and the Mike Huckabees and the Jeb Bushes and all the others that we're all reelecting, all these GOPs, the guys that you're reelecting, no incumbent has been thrown out of office yet. Not one incumbent. And Congress has an 11% approval rating. Not one. We have Chris McDaniel on the phone. He is running for U.S. Senate in Mississippi. And he is running against Thad Cochran. And we will see if he will break this streak now. What is it next? Is it next Tuesday? Chris?
June 3rd, Glenn. Next Tuesday. That's correct.
Next Tuesday. You're running against Thad Cochran. He is 76 years old. He has been in Washington, D.C. since you were a toddler.
That's right.
And how are things going? What can you tell us?
Very, very well. The last two public polls we've seen, one shows us up by 4 points. The other shows us up by 7 points. And the Cochran campaign is pushing the full desperation button at this point. They're throwing everything they can at us, mudslinging as viciously as they can.
Can I ask you about this video of Thad Cochran's wife in a nursing home that they're blaming on the Tea Party, which we'll get into in a second? But can you explain what that is?
I can give it a shot. There was a blogger down here. The blogger was acting pretty much by himself, and he apparently somehow took a picture of Senator Cochran's wife. That picture was then later, it seems, used as part of some video that he created. And they're, of course, trying to pin that on the Tea Party and others. But
okay, well, hang on before you brush that by. I don't even know if you know this, but Stu looked into this blogger, and I want to show you how Tea Party like he is. And remember, I'm saying this not to you, Chris, but to this audience. Remember, I told you, be very careful who you're standing next to. Tell me a little bit about this, quote, Tea Party person.
Well, when I was looking at his website, he had posted articles about how you, Glenn Beck, are apparently in the CIA and are heavily involved in the Council of Foreign Relations and have been hiring people. The Blaze is a big CIA front. Which I didn't know of. Being an employee, I'm concerned.
You're not a member of the CIA, so
I think I am in on it.
Kill you afterwards,
oh, okay, good. But you and S.E. Cupp and Buck Sexton and Dana Lash are all involved in this big conspiracy. This is not a Tea Party group. This is a nutjob conspiracy theorist that has nothing to do with the Tea Party or the McDaniel campaign in any way.
Everything to do with the usual suspect that's not going to be named that everybody knows, but the usual suspects. That's what these people do.
And Chris, the media coverage on this has made it seem as if you decided to send this guy out to get this photo of this guy's ailing wife.
Yeah, and that's just absolutely ridiculous. We have absolutely no contact or knowledge of this guy whatsoever. We've condemned it completely and wholly. It's absolutely ridiculous that he was taking that type of action.
Well, I'm not even going to ask what they were trying to prove. I can't even imagine how depraved as a human being you have to be to go into a nursing home and try to get pictures of somebody's wife.
Ridiculous.
I don't even want to ask what they were trying to prove with that. But I want at least this network to make it very clear that was not the Tea Party. But the mainstream media will make it look like the Tea Party. I warn you, get away from the Malcolm X voices of this movement. I warn you, get away from them. Okay, so Chris,
yes.
Let me come back to now what you're facing. Cochran is one of these huge establishment guys. He has voted to confirm John Kerry, Chuck Hagel. I mean, how much more conservative do you need a man to be?
Well, that's just it. He has a terrible record. Even the American Conservative Union gave him a D- during the Obama presidency and basically ranked him dead last among Republican senators. That is, being the most liberal Republican senator during the Obama presidency. And I tell you, Glenn, if you can't take a stand against Barack Obama, that is truly unfortunate. And yet no one in the state can name a single fight that Thad Cochran has led against Barack Obama. So his record is filled with liberal votes. He's a big spender. He's raised our taxes, if you can imagine it. And that's one of the reasons this campaign, they want to talk about everything else in the world but the issues that matter. They want to talk about anything they can imagine, any conspiracy they can imagine, anything but his record, because when they talk about his record, they're losing.
Okay, the polls show that you are ahead, but it is still very tight. And the machinery of the GOP is out in full force. How do you feel about what you're feeling on the ground for Tuesday's election?
Oh, we absolutely love it. Now, it's going to be June the 3rd, so we've got a little time left. But
June the 3rd, so it's not next.
We love where we are.
It's a week from Tuesday.
Right, June the 3rd.
Okay, good.
Yes. And we love it. The energy is incredible. We've literally had thousands of volunteers. They're going door to door. They're making phone calls. And what's happening is the people of this state are waking up, and that's the key. Mississippi is one of the most conservative states in the entire republic. We need a senator that's going to fight as a conservative for Mississippi values.
Well, can I ask you this? I mean, the primaries are wrapping up. As soon as the primaries are done, then you're going to have the big push from the GOP, and they're all promising it, that they're going to push for amnesty. Where's Cochran on amnesty?
Well, he's been very, he's cast at least one unusual vote in regards to amnesty, but that's the point. He won't take a formal position, it appears, and the Chamber of Commerce is down here backing him, and that's the reason. They know that I've already pledged that I will not, under any circumstances, support amnesty. Senator Cochran will not take that pledge. He has not taken that pledge, and I think that's why the Chamber supporting it. They need Senator Cochran to push their amnesty agenda.
Chris, out of 139 incumbents running in primaries so far, 139 have won. How are you going to buck that trend and be the first to break through against an incumbent?
Well, because Mississippians are people of character and people of courage, and we understand that it's time to fight. It's time to take this country back, and we can't do that by reaching across the aisle. We can't do that by compromising. We can't do that by backroom deals. Right now is the time to lead a conservative resurgence, and Mississippi is that fertile ground. Our people are strong. They're self-reliant. They believe in the things our founders believed in, and they know how serious this election is. That's why we're going to win. This is one of those elections that sets a tone for the rest of the country. If we can unseat a 42-year incumbent, then every one of those men and women will be sent a message that it's time to listen to the people for a change. And they haven't been listening to us in a long, long time. Well, we're going to change that on June the 3rd.
I can't tell you how much I pray for you, and I hope that you go in and sweep him out of office and you break this trend. Because we need more people like Rand Paul and Ted Cruz and Mike Lee in the Senate. We need to not only take the Senate, but we also need to have more voices that represent the United States Constitution and, quite honestly, the Judeo-Christian values that we have built this country on, because we have gone totally insane. Chris, can you tell me how you doing on funding or volunteers? Do you need any help on that?
Absolutely, Glenn. We always want the help. Mississippi is the state of hospitality. We need your help down here. Come bring volunteers. Come bring money. We would love to have your donations. And you know what, Glenn? I have just the web page. I have just the web page for that.
Get out of here. That's newfangled technology, too.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
What is the website?
All right, McDaniel2014.com. Just McDaniel2014.com.
Okay. I wish you all the luck in the world, and we will talk to you soon. Let us know if we can help.
Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate the prayers, buddy.
God bless, Chris. Bye-bye.
Our last best hope in the primaries.
This guy, though, he is winning in all of the polls.
He's ahead.
So this is just a show-up thing. If you show up, you win.
I will say I don't know that I've ever seen the media and the establishment come together to try to push a more false storyline against a candidate and out of desperation, and this what they're trying to do to this guy in the media right now.
And what does that say about Chris McDaniel? That he is so squeaky clean. The only thing they can find is something he had nothing to do with.
Right.
A guy who likes him is out there doing something creepy, and they're blaming it on him.
Yeah, this is it. And
that's a pretty clean guy.
We did not get into this, and I don't even know if he would care to comment on it, but the campaign, the Cochran campaign, knew about this for weeks and held it waiting for the time to release it and make everybody, to get the maximum impact on the campaign. They knew that his wife had been photographed in this terrible thing. They didn't turn it over to police or anything for weeks.
See, now look at.
That is horrific.
I'm telling you, please